Hello, everyone. It's Mike Schoonover with the 812 Living Group and host of the 812 and You blog. Hey, Southern Indiana, we have lots of storms. We have powerful storms, whether it's just normal storm season, the occasional tornado, or the rare hurricane remnants that makes its way up from the south. Southern Indiana storms are tough on roofs. And so with that in mind, I brought on our resident roofing expert and MVP, Brent Calloway, owner of English Roofing. Brent, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well, Mike. Thanks.
Hey, Brent, look, we've got, as we speak right now, we do have some remnants of a hurricane coming up from the south. So I thought it was a perfect time to talk to my followers about roof damage. I just want to kind of give people an idea of, one, what to look for, and two, if they do notice storm damage, how can they take action to protect their investment, which is their home? So storm comes through. What should homeowners look for on their roofs to see if they may have some possible storm damage?
Well, Mike, I'd like to back up just a little bit before that. One of the best things that a homeowner can do is not wait for the storm to come through. We recommend getting your roof inspected once or twice a year for a lot of different reasons. Things can happen that you're unaware of. Branches fall, wind comes, hailstorms come through, that kind of thing. But also, we find a lot of homeowners don't really know what they have. They bought a house, it was a couple of years old, the roof was just replaced, but they're making assumptions that everything is fine up there. And it's really good to prevent potential damage, because a lot of these things can be prevented.
Okay, so let me butt in there real quickly. I've done enough of home inspections to know that what you say is true. Homeowner thinks the roof is in great condition. A home inspector gets up there, comes down with pictures of damaged shingles and flashing damages. So what you're saying is true. Well, what does that look like from a homeowner's perspective? Are they calling you guys to come out and inspect it? What does that cost?
Yeah, so one of the services that we offer is a free inspection. We want people to know what's going on with their roof. So we will, if you call us, we'll schedule an appointment. We'll come out, do a thorough inspection of the entire roof from a roofer's point of view. Things, we look for little things that may be potential issues in the future. We'll come down with a full report on what we find and then make suggestions on what we think is the best course of action based upon what we found.
So I'm hearing my listeners say, perfect for the roofing company. They come out and they get to go up on the roof and tell you everything that's wrong with it. Are you coming down off of roofs and saying, hey, everything looks good on occasion? What does that look like?
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times that we were called by a customer who thought they might have had some sort of damage, and we got up there and there was just nothing. Their roof was 4 or 5 years old. It looked fantastic, and we didn't find anything of note. And so we told them, hey, you've got a great roof. Sleep well.
Okay. So this isn't this is a service that you're providing. It's not a gimmick. People want to get their roofs inspected, they can give you a call and come out. But let's take it back to the storm. Storm passes through. What can they look for from the ground?
Yeah, so from the ground, the most obvious thing is missing shingles. If we get enough wind, if the shingles aren't sealed properly, they can blow off. Usually you'll find those in your yard or the neighbor's yard. So that's the most obvious thing. Other things to kind of think through are tree branches. A lot of times if you had dead branches in the tree, the windstorm can shake those loose. You might find those on the roof. If they are big enough, they will cause damage. At a minimum, they'll cause rubbing issues on the roof. You want to get any debris off your roof after a storm. Outside of that, you're looking for water penetration. So if you don't see visible damage, unfortunately, sometimes the only thing you can see is the leak inside.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say they go out, they see maybe some missing shingles, or that the water stains come from the ceiling. What is that plan of action? What should they do in that instance to, again, kind of minimize damage?
Yeah, so first things first, secure the damage. absolutely stop the water from coming into your house, or potential water from coming into your house. So we offer a emergency tarping service. You can call us, we'll come out. We'll have a guy up there putting a tarp over the damaged area, and then of course making that assessment on what needs to be done next.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that emergency tarping thing is critical, because you get the water coming in. Water doesn't always flow in just a straight line. It can move all over the house. So that's good.
Yep.
Okay, so you come out, or they see that that water leaking, and they need to take some action. They call you. What does that process look like? Again, I think some people I've talked to are hesitant to make that call. What does that look like to call English Roofing from a customer's perspective?
So our number one goal is to take care of people. We want to take care of their houses. We want to do projects, but our focus is on the people. So when you call us, you rest assured you're going to get the right solution. We're not going to come out and try to say a whole roof if your roof's not very old and you've got a small area of damage. So you call in, you speak to our office manager, she'd schedule an appointment for you. One of our knowledgeable specialists will come out, take a look at the damage, see what needs to be done, and make the best recommendation for you. Now, we're playing the long game here, Mike. So our goal in taking care of people is to make sure that when they need a roof, they already have a roofer that they can trust.
Yeah.
So many roofers are anxious to do small repairs. We've kind of structured our business around that type of work.
Yeah. Okay. And you're giving estimates at that point, whether it's repair roofs, so they have that information up front.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Insurance, homeowners insurance, where does that come into play? I know you're coming out and trying to put that tarp on and do an assessment. Where does the homeowners insurance company come into play on this?
So it's best to involve insurance after someone has inspected the roof. And it's really just so you're knowledgeable as a homeowner about what's going on and what your options are. Many repairs are small enough that can cost less than your insurance deductible, and it would be unwise to make a claim in that situation. That can only lead to potential raised rates or anything like that down the road. So call us first. Let us come check it out and see what you're getting into. And then if you felt that the damage was great enough, then we can walk you through that insurance claims process. We're very knowledgeable in working with insurance companies and how they operate and how they're structured and what's appropriate to make a claim for and to ask for. Yeah. So our goal is to educate you so you know what's going on, so that when you do make that phone call, you've got the education you need.
Right. And I love that you guys serve as an advocate. You kind of hold hands and walk them through the insurance process. One thing that I see over and over again, I'm sure you see it too, is people think, well, I'll just turn this in on my insurance claim, not realizing that most of the time those deductibles are thousands of dollars. And like you said, many times your work amount falls under that. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. So
absolutely.
Okay. So, you're evaluating the roof, you've taken a plan of action, you're getting information and kind of guidance, advocacy from you. Other tips that you think would be important for people to know as it relates to possible storm damage and roof damage?
Yeah, so a lot of people focus on the roof, and obviously that's one of the biggest concerns here. But one of the most commonly neglected items on a house is the gutters. It is imperative that you keep your gutters clean and flowing properly. The gutters are what gets the water away from your house. We like to call it a water management system because it's structured to get all that water away so that you don't end up with damage. If the gutters are backed up, the water's not getting away from the house, it can spill over into the soffits, gets into the walls. Mike, I've seen cases where it was neglected long enough that it actually damaged the foundation of the home. So we recommend, along with your roof inspection, get your gutters checked out, cleaned if needed, put guards on them if you live in an area with lots of trees and things like that, something that you don't have to get up on a ladder all the time and monitor the situation.
Yeah. Southern Indiana in the fall is pumpkin spice season, football season, and gutter clogging season.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So Brent, appreciate you coming in and giving some guidance and some tips to us. We'll put website address for English Roofing so they can get in contact with you. And thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Mike, for having me.